my name is Bretta. I'm also a graduate assistant in the Department of Campus Involvement. I work with campus programs and spirit groups, meaning large-scale events, and the cheer and dance teams at St. Cloud State University with Krystal.
And so we are presenting Jumping on Board. We're going to be talking a little bit about onboarding practices that you can implement on your campuses for students, graduate students, a whole variety of people.
And Krystal mentioned that this presentation is really it's for everyone. Krystal and I have already started our positions. We're already in our middle of our second year, looking for new positions as we graduate in the spring. So it's for people that will be entering new positions, also people that have just started a new position. It's not like it's too late or anything like that to implement some of these practices we're going to share with you. And then it's also for people that are looking to assist the folks that will come in behind you. You know, I think that's an area of interest for Krystal and I as well, is helping prepare the next people that will be coming in to fill our positions. As we mentioned, we didn't have a real formalized process, but we want to make those changes on our campus. So, and just by show of hands, out of curiosity, who of you in the room are kind of at that point where you're going to be looking for a new position relatively soon, and that's kind of how you're going to use these? Okay, so several people. And then are there any of you that are looking to kind of build this sort of program to use it for future people coming in after you? Okay, so we kind of have a mix of both. Excellent. We just wanted to know so we can kind of gauge. So,
basically organizational and professional socialization. So it's a little bit more extensive than orientation, but it's really just a way to make sure that new employees are given the knowledge, the technique, any of the information, and the help basically to make sure that they're successful on their job. People who are onboarded, really they're going to have a higher sense of job satisfaction. They're going to have an easier time with the transition going onto the campus, and it's going to really add to the retention efforts.
Any examples of kind of what that was like for you as an incoming person being onboarding yourself, I should say? Yep.
Yeah, I came into a completely new role that was just created, essentially, and so I was taking responsibilities from other folks, and so a lot of it was very informal, meeting with people to kind of try to pick up some of the skills and knowledge, I guess, but there was never a formal anything at all. It was just kind of when I had questions going to that person to try to figure out that information. Yeah.
Process that we want to go into today is it's called the 200-day plan. The 200-day plan is really an outline that you fill in. It's very specific to each individual and really to each institution. What do you want to know? What do you want to know about your institution? What kind of culture are you coming into? What is the mission, history, vision of your organization? If it's a brand new position, what are the barriers and challenges going to be in that new position? Be reflective about what it is that you want to learn. What do you want to learn about the students that you're going to be serving or the other populations that you work with? Who are the key stakeholders, in your specific organization? Again, all of these questions are going to be totally unique, to each individual. So what are your strategic goals? This is very much about your goals, who you want to meet, and what you want to learn. That's the first step, is what do you want to know?
You also want to know who's involved. So while it's great that you can kind of take this, individualize it, and develop it yourself, you need to make sure that you're keeping yourself accountable to your plan, and the best way to do that is to bring other people in.
Accountability is going to be key. If you really get into the madness that is fall semester or even spring semester, depending on when you're coming in, you can get sidetracked very easily. A crisis comes up, or a new situation happens, and all of a sudden your coworker's done and you're handling two positions at the same time. Things like that happen. So don't be discouraged or think that your original plan is just wasted. Stick with the plan. That's kind of the point. And you might be wondering, I don't know if we expressly said this, but when do you start this 200-day plan? If you're curious about that, it's suggested that you actually start it as soon as you are accepted for that new position. Because think about it, you want to come in ready to go, and that's the key thing is the timeliness of taking advantage of your newness and working on those goals early on. I can just talk about this little bullet point, but celebrate. You have 50 cups of coffee with someone, you're probably going to have a caffeine problem, a dent in your checkbook, but celebrate that. If you've met with a lot of people that you really wanted to connect with, or those goals that you want to work with, membership in MCPA, NASPA, things like that. Celebrate the fact that you are working on your goals. I mean, life is about living and doing what you love to do, and so embrace that. And you know, share and connect with those people that have been a part of the 200-day plan with you all along, and you know, make sure that you know, or they know that you're working on these things, and that you want another cup of coffee with maybe a muffin this time.